Hello, my friends, again. The last presentation by the team Goose Juice and debates with Status Touch and Breath.
Today we're going to tell you about customer segment a- analysis for our firm Goose Shoes. Um, yeah. Um, in context of Canva's business model. First of all, we would like to give you an overview of parts of our analysis. The customer segments building block defines the different groups of people or organizations an enterprise aims to reach and serve. Customers are the heart of any business model. Without profitable customers, no company can survive full on. The channel's building block describes how a company communicates with and reaches its customer segments. Channels are customer touchpoint that play an important role in the customer experience. And finally, the customer relationship building block describes the types of relationships a company establishes with specific customer segments. A company should clarify the type of relationship if it wants to establish a good segment. So, the first building block of a business model is customer segments. Um, this defines the different groups of people. Um, just give me a second. Something is wrong. Yeah, I ac- accidentally deleted a part of my text. Okay, this defines the different groups of people or organizations that a business plans to reach. Without profitable customers, how can any business succeed? When looking at customer segments, it's important to group people into multiple segments to better satisfy their needs. The groups could be small or large, depending on their common needs, behaviors, locations, or attributes. With this group, you can better understand how to communicate properly with them and find out what works best for each target audience. Uh, while most businesses know their audiences' geographical locations and demographics, they often skip out on the essential psychographic attributes of their customers. Uh, what are their interests? What challenges do they face? What goals do they seek? And what are their pain points? These crucial points are addressed in most detailed customer segment worksheet we created to uh, to complete this analysis. Well, uh, as far as geographic segmentation is concerned, for our company, it will be the cities of Russia. So we have two main customer groups: people who want to save money and sellers who want to sell. Let's consider the first group in more detail. In the first group, we can distinguish two more subgroups: the retired people and families. So, retired people, we believe, are mainly aimed at saving money and effort. They often do not have a lot of money, and their ability to go around many stores in search of low prices. Their main pain um, might be the complex interface of the application, in which it is difficult to find something. So, our company will provide a user friendly interface as well as a beginner's guide, as well as a friendly customer support. As far as families are concerned, it is in their interest to save time, effort, and money as well. There are several pain points that can be found in both of these groups. The problem may be the fear that the product will not match the photo, or it will be of low quality, or it will be hard to find in the store. So, our company will check the quality of our partner stores. In addition, our support service works around the clock. Also, it may be that the goods may run out when they already come to the store. So, however, this is more related to offline stores, but we can add quantity information in our application, and we definitely will. Another big part of our customers are retailers. They can be divided into online and offline stores, uh, where offline stores are chain stores, and online stores, both small and large, are widely known. So, the main interest is to attract more buyers. Therefore, it is beneficial for them to cooperate with us because we provide people with unique information and stimulate them to visit not only the closest shop or a more famous online store, but also to see the alternatives. Now, let's move to channels.
The channels building block is how your company will communicate with each customer segment, delivering them your value proposition. Our channels include social media like VK, Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, website, and word of mouth. Choose has customer support service, which is available 24 hours a day. We can improve our communication by adding a chatbot who will answer simple questions. It will allow support service to answer customer questions better. Customer support service is the most expensive method of communication because we have to pay our employees.
We truly believe that this part of the business model is the most important. If you build personalization into your brand and company, when the sky is the limit. Although this service can be um, personal automated, it is critical to understand which method will best serve your customers' needs. There are three driving motives to building relationships with your customers: is lead generation, customer retention, and upselling. These motives rank which goals are more important to your company than the others. From three decides which issues you might come across with these goals and how to best communicate to your customer segments in each goal. We believe that aftermarket services will be practiced in our company. These types of relationship combines a sophisticated form of customer self-service with automated processes. For example, personal online profiles provide customers with access to personalized service. Automated service can recognize individual customers and their characteristics and other information related to orders or transactions. At best, automated services can stimulate personal relationships, for example, by suggesting products that the user may be interested in. Always will work on the same principle as personalized advertising. What is the formation of a unique advertising offer for each user will be based on the history of his search queries, interests, and friends. Next. Personalized approach to each shop or retail is a must because we need to convey the value of our service specifically for this seller, in addition to show the advantages of cooperation with our platform. As for the types of customer relationships, we are interested in a long lasting existence of our services. So we are oriented to long-term relations with both our customers, ordinary people, and retailers. In case of shops manager, we will use dedicated personal assistants, which means that we will be our manager who will maintain personal relationships with our key partners. Considering users of our app, we offer a self-service approach and automated services. Uh, no, and in conclusion, we want to say that our goal is to create a sustainable company that will exist for more than 1 year and develop consistently. So all our activities in the near future will be aimed at attracting and retaining customer and partners. That's all.
Thank you for your presentation. Stylist Touch have 3 questions, and our first question is about customer segment. Don't you think that retailers who are competitive only due to their shops' locations won't use your services and even be against them?
That's a good question. Okay. Give us a minute, please. Okay, so to answer this question, I believe we shall apply to the some kind of efficient market theory. So if those firms are competitive in the long run already, we'll just disclosed information won't make them any problems, only benefits, Be- because people will know that these firms are good, that they have some kind of advantages and so on. But if those firms are not competitive already, all right, so we will just hasten the inevitable. So by providing customers with the complete information. Yes, in in this case, only customers will win. So our firm is socially oriented on this topic.
Okay, thank you. And next question is about customers and channels. Let's imagine that there is an elderly person who is interested in your service. What are the ways for her or him to contact you? Definitely not in a Telegram bot or something like that.
Yes, it's true. I guess my grandma don't know uh, about Telegram or VK, and especially doesn't trust Telegram bots. So as for those kinds of clients, um, they can always give us a phone call or send us an email or contact us via our app, which is uh, extremely user friendly, so it won't be a problem for them. But I believe that for the well, at least now the phone call is still the best option for pensioners, just because it's the most I don't know, it's the most common to them.
Okay, thank you. And the last question is about relationships. Does your customer groups really want a long-term kind of relationship or short-term ones? What kind of them are preferable and why?
It's a good question. Give us a minute, please. Да-да-да. Делаю вид, что мы очень упорно думаем.
А скажи, что она по тексту задает вопрос?
Пока что да. Вот когда будет задавать Свет, она будет задать не по тексту.
Блин. Ну, я тебе, короче, могу сказать. Я тут, короче, смотрю фильм Тинькофф. Очень интересно. Думаю, почему я его раньше не нашла.
Понимаю.
Да,
Ладно,
да,
окей.
10. Давай, иди, удачи.
Okay, we suppose that the answer is hidden in our typical customer. He or she is a family person who has a stable need for finding optimal quality price ratio for his or her family or for grandsons. Thus, in most cases, he or she is interested in a stable and productive long-term relationships. Short-term can also be the case. However, our company tries to obtain the client's trust and loyalty and show that our firm is the best choice for them. And moreover, this choice fully satisfies their needs in this particular field.
Okay, thank you for your answers and for your presentation. Yes, thank you for your presentation. And now our team will ask our questions. And the first one about customer segments, because it is a little confusing, was in the presentation, because in pensioners, it was said that pensioners have the main pain as the difficult using of app. But this main pain is not connected with your app and your value that you give. I mean, it is not connected with the service itself. And if we will think about main pains of pensioners, it is save money and not to go to the several shops. And it seems to me that pensioners and families have similar values and pains in this case. And does it make sense to divide them into different segments as pensioners and families if they have similar pains and goals?
It's a good question. Well, actually, it's In our presentation, in some topics, we divided pensioners from uh, family family man, and sometimes we did not. So um, you are totally right that pensioners and family men have a lot in common. But in fears, we wanted to underline that that pensioners are usually afraid of using apps, some websites, and it's extremely hard for them to just open the web page in many cases. While for many middle-aged people, it's not a problem. So we just wanted to underline this. And yes, we've mentioned that just as family people, pensioners are seeking for saving money and and not spending much time and effort visiting different shops.
And these difficulties with using app, it means that you will provide another functions for them.
It means that well, our app is user friendly. It's this is its main feature, and before you start using it, there is a detailed but at the same time easy to read guide. So even a pensioner who is usually afraid of apps can open it and understand everything and not being afraid of apps anymore. Let's say so.
Okay, thank you for your answer. And our next question is, will there be some kind of support service or something else for people in your app?
Could you please?
I mean, technical support or online chat where people can ask their questions about app and about service itself.
Yes, we've mentioned that there will be a 24 hours support channel. So and in different and there will be different ways to connect to it. For example, via Telegram, via phone, via app, and of course via online chat in the app. So any way you want.
Okay, and additional question to this: how do you think what app will be the most convenient?
Most convenient, I guess that our own app will be the most convenient because via it you can either use our services and either contact our support channel. So, yep.
Okay, thank you.
The last question is about customer segments block. Who are your most important customers? I mean, maybe from whom you receive the biggest revenue stream.
You mean how do we evaluate which segment is bigger, pensioners or family men?
Yeah.
Well, it's actually hard to tell. It needs to be tested because there are many pensioners and there are many families. However, we have some guesses that family members will bring us will be let's say, so more active users of our services. Just well, um, despite the fact that there are a lot of pensioners, because as we've mentioned, there is like mm, a psychological barrier for a pensioner to download an app, to open a web page, and so on. So I guess that Family Guys will be our main clients, at least for the first time.
I see. Thank you for your answers.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friends, especially Goose Shoes, because you have a very hard idea to analyze. To be honest, there are a lot of mismatches in your logic, by my view, and especially in terms of the question provided by the team Breathe about adults, parents who are not able to use mobile app in general, but this mobile app will be very convenient. I could hardly imagine how does it work in the practice, but why not? It's a good niche, and maybe it's a good idea to implement it into the practice. Okay, thank you. Thanks for everyone, because you provided well done presentations, and this is you are the third group, and I'm really surprised, but all other groups have a very diverse scores, and final grades will be diverse too. But your group, I could hardly evaluate each presentation, because everyone demonstrates the same very high level of preparing all the sources, all materials, and good debates. Thank you for this opportunity, and I suppose that you will have 9. Each team will have 9 scores for this lesson too. Okay, thank you. The next seminar we will have a new task. It will be like you will be like an consulting agency that has to prepare an analysis of the Canvas model of the startup, and to suggest what should this startup do to be successful. Your role is to demonstrate for everyone that your service is really needed for this startup. The answer that everything is clear and that's a good Canvas model, it's a great startup, doesn't play any role for you. It's a bad answer. You need to find any gaps and find any solutions. I will prepare more wide definition of the task and send you it tomorrow, I suppose tomorrow, but you will need to prepare the overview of the job of your opponent. This way, I would like to play in the very interesting roles that you play, in a very interesting role of agency, consulting agency, and that you need to prove that you is absolutely necessary for each startup, because you're very important, you plays very important role in checking the Canvas model. So it's my ideas. I will clarify it more precisely a little bit later, but in general, the last seminar we will spend in this manner, in checking ideas and checking Canvas model of your opponents. So this way, we're going to finish this seminar. Thank you very much for your presentations. Thank you very much. And I will let you know about the task tomorrow for the next seminar. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for sending topics in advance. It's very helpful. And I've got a question. It's a general question. So we won't have a presentation, or we'll have a presentation which is the critic analysis, like a consulting analysis for any other startup. So we will have like 3 startup analysis.
No,
No?
you will have only one startup, or one or two. It depends on the schedule, because someone will have one lesson next week, other groups will have 2 lessons, and it depends on your schedule. I don't know it right now. I will check it and let you know. That's why I will clarify the particular task tomorrow, because now I have the general idea, but I don't know how many analysis should you make. I suppose that in your case, if you will have 2 lessons, you will provide 2 analysis, and the key task is not just to find any problems. It's you will play a very important and usual role of consulting services. You need to find any good ideas to show that, yeah, we need to pay much more attention to those ideas because it's good, and we need to improve it and to make this product better by increasing the level of collaboration with our customers. So you need to find good ideas and to concentrate our view that, okay, it is good, and we need to just to spend much more time for this point, and find any lacks maybe in general in the product, maybe any part of the Canvas model, and to highlight this lacks and to find any solutions. What should this startup do? Yeah, maybe the main result of your analysis will be that this is a very bad idea to start this to develop this solution. You will lose all your money, and you will just lose a few years, but it doesn't play on this market, and absolutely. But it's a result too. You will be very precisely in your analysis. So the main task is to be like in our life. Try to sell your brains for us. That's let's image that we are like business angels, and your role is to demonstrate for us, is this Canvas model good and this startup good or not. So it's like, it's game pretty simple to the real life.
And
Do you get it?
yeah, I think we got the idea, but the clarification is still needed, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I will send you how does it work next week, but in general it will sounds like the game between the startup and between the business angels, and you will be like an consulting agency that analyze this project and find any solutions, find any problems, perspective problems, and find any point of growth for this startup. So you don't. I will clarify those ideas, but
Okay.
in general, it will be like something like this manner. Okay.
And
Yeah. Okay, Nick, you're welcome.
One more request. In this case, could you please attach to your letter all the presentations of our teams? Because I guess at this point we don't have all the presentations of our opponents, so it's hard to analyze a company just by memory. Because the first presentation was like a month ago or even further. So
Yeah, it's a good idea, but I don't want to do it by myself. I will ask you to send all your presentations into the MS Teams, and you will be able to use all of them.
okay.
So MS Teams will be like a source of all presentations. I'll attach just the schedule. Who is which company must be analyzed by your team, or
Okay.
which companies. It depends on the how many lessons will we have next week.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. See you again next week. We will have a little bit another format, and I hope that it will be very interesting. Okay, if you have any question, ask me. If you don't have, see you again next week, and I will send you all the task this Friday. Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.